Hello, it's Amy with One Mommy Scrapping, and I am here with the embellishment portion of Shimelle's newest collection, Head in the Clouds. Absolutely gorgeous. I have already shown the paper. That's in another video. Check the link below. I hopefully have remembered to link to it. If not, it is on my channel, probably uploaded at about the same time this one is. So they should be somewhere in the same video timeline. So I thought I'd start off with the chipboard sheet. And this is a thicker chipboard. Is there something I can pop out here? I can pop this one out easily because the corner got bent up, but you can see it's a thick chipboard. Like, this will add some dimension to your pages. I don't have a problem with that. I know some people do. I like the assortment. There's a lot of mythical creatures in here. And if you watch my paper review, you saw that I said I wouldn't use this page that had the side that had the unicorns and the mermaids and things like that because they show up in so many other places. Excuse me. One thing that shows up that I'm a little confused about, we've got a lot of toadstools. Like in the sticker book, tons of them. I love though the cup of tea and the put the kettle on. Like, I will definitely use those. As I said before, I am a tea drinker. I'm actually kind of surprised they don't have one right now. So like this, we set that off to the side and pull in the sticker sheet. It's 6 by 12, but it's double-sided. It unfolds into a 12 by 12. Again, like I said, plenty of mermaids and unicorns and dragons. You get a lot. What I really like about this, these are the cardstock stickers, and I love that you get 3 different kinds of stars. You get 8-pointed ones, 4-pointed ones, and 5-pointed ones. So those, and you get a lot of them, and they're foiled with the pretty rose gold, which looks lovely in this collection. And a lot of things on here have the touch of rose gold. So the mermaid scales and the dragon scales, the unicorn hooves and horns. This one, the little border around it has some of the rose gold, and then the words are in rose gold. So it's quite lovely. I like the different ways to use the flowers in there. I love the little envelopes and the flower pots. And I just realized there were 3 envelopes. Every time I look at this, I see something new. So she did an excellent job of making sure there are things in groups of 3 for this. So you've got 3 of those. You've got 3 of those. You've got 3 sunglasses. You've got 3 stamps. I just said that very weirdly. You've got quite a few teacups, but I can always use more teacups. So this was very worth it. And then we have the thickers. I mixed on the thickers. They're chipboard, they're not foam. They're very thin chipboard, but what makes me mixed on them, well, first of all, let me tell you, if there's anybody from American Crafts Washing, if this was foam, I would have picked these navy ones up in 3, 4, maybe even 5 packs of them. Like, you can't find a great navy blue in foam. But the chipboard does not stick. And case in point, I've already got stuff falling off in the package. And these are brand new, like just released. It's not, oh, it's been hanging up on a hook for a year and hey, the adhesive's giving away. No, it's brand spanking new. But things are already shifting in the package, and that bugs me. Like, why is it doing that? So I will end up using glue on all of these, which is a little annoying, which is why I've only picked up 1. What else I love about it is that almost every letter has 2 different versions. So you've got 2 different A's, 2 different B's, 2 different E's. Guys, you even have 2 different Q's. You only get 2 of them, but they're both different. So I like that aspect of it. You get 2 different U's. The V's the same. You only get 1 Z. You get 2 X's. I'm going to use X even less than I use Q. And my maiden name had an X in it. So I like it. But it's a unique little thing. It's just, I laugh at that. You only get 2 of each number. If you're going to include so many numbers, I wish they would include more 1s and more 2s, particularly that way if you put a date on it. I could put 2018 on there twice, and then I've used it up. But I could only put, I feel like I'm limited unless I have more 1s, 2s, and 0s. That's my opinion. And obviously I can use the O's as 0s or vice versa, which would give me a 3rd O then, wouldn't it? All right, and then the other thickers, guys, in love with this rose gold. First of all, it's foam, so that makes it awesome. I know it will stick. But there's something about this particular rose gold glitter that just makes me happy whenever I look at it. I could seriously just sit and look at the sparkle. It's like, I don't know, they've turned up the brightness and lightened it. I don't know what it is, but lots of fabulous fonts. You know, it's this, her scripty writing. There's stars. These stars I think I'm going to use for my mermaid pages, because whenever I look at them, I think of starfish, sea stars, whatever you want to call them. But these are amazing. And I think she said in her, when she showed these, every day was designed so you could cut it apart. So you could use those separately if you wanted to. And I really like that touch. I thought that was a really great idea. So gorgeous, just absolutely gorgeous. Whoop, let me drop it over there. All right, let me move some of these plastic containers. Okay, now stamps. Collections that come with stamps like this, I generally don't get. In fact, this is, I think, the first set of Shimelle stamps like this I've ever picked up. However, her roller stamps, like these kinds, guys, I love these. I wish this set had some like these, because these are perfect for tucking in onto tabs and stuff, and just little phrases to scatter around. So for a collection like this, I'm planning on using it for a lot of it for a Disney trip. That would be perfect. That said, these stars right here are perfect things to stamp in and tuck. I wish they included some more of these 5 pointed stars, maybe about half that size, in singles, so it would have been easier kind of to sprinkle them in a little more scattered, but still quite lovely. And then you can do what you'd like. We've got the 2-part butterfly, you've got clouds. The whole thing is just very nice. I hope these stamp well. It says they're made of acrylic, so we shall see. Can't wait to use them. And puffy hearts, which everybody loves, the puffy hearts. And I was talking to my friend, we compared these to Go Now Go's. So you do get 52 with the Go Now Go and 36 with the Head in the Clouds. And they are very similar, but what we noticed is that they are like wider. Like they're the same height, but just it feels like the top part of the heart is spread out a little more than where it is in Go Now Go. One thing I particularly like is that no heart is the same. So if I wanted to dot some hearts about, I could go with a grid, and I've got a purple grid and a periwinkle grid and a pink grid. Or I could go with a star background, and I've got the navy star, I've got the purple star, I've got a teal star, and I've got, what color is that? It looks black, but it's not. It's different from that one. But I've got options in florals. So you've got all different sorts of choices where they could be cohesive, but still a little bit different. And then if I didn't want to do that, I could say, okay, I've got pink, 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 pink. So I could still group them by color, and then everything's a little different. So it isn't, so your clusters, when scattering them about, don't look the same. So that's a really nice touch. And it makes me want to buy another set of these. All right, next up we have her glitter enamel dots. And I don't know if it was just me looking at stuff and not paying attention. I don't know if it was mentioned. There is glitter in these, which I would totally expect from something from Shimelle, but the background, guys, is holographic. There is hollow in these. Oh my goodness, I could sit and stare at these for an hour probably and not get bored, because it is so pretty. Shifting rainbows for the win. Yes. So the colors, of course, are perfect for her collection. And I see these as being so versatile that it would work with other collections as I, flick it around here. But you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different shapes. Each shape comes in 5 colors, and each shape has 2 sizes. You have a big one and 2 smaller ones. And you've got 3 of each. So easy enough to sprinkle about your page as the little final touches with your different clusters. And I'm stuck looking at rainbows again. So pretty. All right, washi. I'm not actually taking this out. I have, however, I cut the tape on the top. So, oh, look at this. I divided this into 2 different sections in my head. So I have the ones that I don't think I will use as much of. So let's see here. Take that out. So let's look. Can you see that? Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to stand up. Yeah. You can see it. see if I can test my video editing skills and zoom in on that. Oh no, it ripped. All right, well, I'm just gonna put that down. I might as well just rip it. We'll rip it. So these right here are ones I do not see me using as much of. I will definitely use them with these collections. This one has a whole bunch of little phrases. Dreams do come true. Once upon a time, make a wish. Laughter is timeless. I believe in fairy tales. Happily ever after. So there are a lot of different little phrases on there. So I like that. I like the size of that. So those are the three I think I will have more trouble using. Then you have the ones that's like, oh, I want like bigger rolls of this. How much do you get? 36 yards total. So 36 divided by 6 is 6. Thank you. 3rd grade math, it comes in handy, boys and girls. So if you're one of my students watching this, this is why I teach you to do your math and to memorize your facts. So there are 6 yards, excuse me, in each of these. A little hard to get it started. I really like this one. I'm a sucker for clouds. Oh, that's so pretty. I really like that a lot. I'm kind of surprised it doesn't have like the texture of some of the other clouds. Now, where's the start of this? It's like right here. Here we go. This one definitely will use rainbow stripes. Hello, totally me. And then the final one, there's the end. I know I will use this. It's navy, it's stars. It's not coming up. Come on, there we go. I just have trouble starting stuff. But that one, for sure, will use a lot of that. The ones that I won't use as much of, I could see me using any of these actually, but I could use in my planner. And I know I seemed a little critical in the paper video that it seemed very planner based, and I do agree with that. However, I'm a planner girl, but anything in my scrapbooking that I don't use for scrapbooking tends to end up in my planner. So all my washies are all up for grabs on the planner. Like, it's not only a scrapbooking thing or only a planner thing for me. So I'm gonna set those up there. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna put those in a little bowl. Set those off right there. Okay, next up, I've only got a couple things left to show. I mentioned in the other video that things I did not get. One of them is the 12 by 12 project pad. And then I also did not get the pens nor the pens and what else? Pens, project pad. Oh, and the flocked paper. Oh, that is like really loud to take out. So I hadn't opened these yet, but I wanted to go ahead and show little die cuts. Like, oh my gosh, guys, it's a hollow butterfly. Hello. Camera, little badges, more butterflies. There's hollow on that camera. There's a full hollow butterfly. There's hollow on the little frog's crown. So those little touches are quite nice. Put these in here. And then let's open up the bigger one. Okay, now this, my friend and I, when we were looking at it together, oh, love this. I would like a whole pack of flowers like this, but, you know, obviously some different sizes and some different configurations, but I could layer, kind of like the Paige Evans Whimsical Collection with the pack of flowers that she has. That would be perfect. Get the word adventures every day, which you could also cut apart both in hollow. More journaling blocks, more unicorns. That I would use for a journaling block. Rise and Shine, Magic. And I'm surprised because, oh no, I'm thinking of something else. Never mind, I'm not surprised. I just don't remember things well. More unicorns. Dream It, Be It. A library card. Oh my gosh, guys, I love that. Dragon. Gorgeous. Like the cloud with hollow around it. Love that. There's hollow on the veins of the leaf. There's hollow on both of these mermaids. There's not any hollow on the dragons or the unicorns, but both of these mermaids have it. Okay, I love that. That's beautiful. And then what does this say? Starry-eyed, and it's in, these two are both in hollow. So those are the die cuts. You do get holographic touches on them, which I think is very nice. They are not subtle. Holographic to me is never subtle, but I think it's appropriately used. All right, now we get to the part where people will probably hate me. This is the last thing I have to review. And before I review it, I just want to say I love Shimelle. I love all of her products. I like this, but I'm disappointed in it. And if you haven't noticed, it has already fallen apart. That's one reason I'm disappointed. You get 240 stickers. So let's go ahead and look at the different sticker pages. These are a lot smaller. She has said, I've heard her say it more than once, if you want differences in sticker sizes, you need to get both the cardstock sticker sheet and the sticker book. And she is completely right in that. These are small. She mentioned it was designed with the idea of you could hang it on like a hook. I cannot talk. A hook in a store, but you know what? You could hang her other ones on a hook in a store too. So, and then the open handle lets people put it in their their planners. This one, I do like these. You get the Believe in the Most Magical Things. You get the kettle one. You get a cup of tea. You get one that says coffee, please, which I like both of them. Like you usually only see coffee or only see tea. And I do drink both. I drink tea every day. I drink coffee on days I'm tired. This page, okay, where is, oh, hold on. Let me see if I can get something I can point with easily. Okay, so this page, you've got tons of little single flowers, even tiny little flower heads. This is going to be so great to use like you would with enamel dots. And they also have tons of little tiny toadstools, little mushrooms. I do not know what I would use all those mushrooms for. Like, I guess I'd sprinkle them about the same way I would use flowers, but I don't know. I think I would have more trouble using mushrooms than flowers. You do get 6 of these little envelopes. I think 1, 2, yeah, 6. 6 envelopes with the flowers, 3 pots with the flowers. So she's still keeping you in the groupings, which I like. I don't see me using the constellation stickers. If I'm using the entire constellation page, the stickers will be harder for me to, well, I wouldn't include them on those. I have to just flat out say that. I would include all of these little stars. I love those stars. Get dragons. The dragons have some butterflies, some hearts, and some clouds on them. This is like that cut apart. Well, I know it's not supposed to be a cut apart page, but I don't know. I don't see me using those. This one, tons of flowers. And guys, look at all the teacups. How many do you get? You get 10, 11. You get 11 teacups, which is great. I would definitely use this page. And then this is the final page, which I quite like. You get 3 sunglasses. You get a whole bunch of different cameras. You get some phrases. You get some different shapes and sizes and colors of stars. So all of that's great. So I like this. I will use it. However, that being said, I really hope they go back to their old sticker books. And here's why. So I have this one. This is still in the package. And it's in the package because the first one I bought had a page inserted upside down, so I lost some of it. So I ended up rebuying it by accident, but I was happy because this is the one I rebought because it messed up. So here's where I'm going to be critical. And I have to say, I meant to look and completely forgot. I meant to look up the prices to see if these were the same price or if this one was cheaper. This says 240 stickers. This says 377. They both have 8 pages of stickers. So there's a big difference. And one of the reasons why there's such a big difference is you don't have a tiny alphabet. I am going to miss having a tiny alphabet that goes so well with these colors. Finding the periwinkle, finding the purple in this shade. Purple's hard to find in scrapbooking. I know that. I love purple. It's my favorite color. And so I don't scrapbook with it a lot, and people ask why. And I'm like, because there's not a lot of products. There's not a lot of products in purples that I like. A lot of them are those plummy color purples. So to not have a tiny alpha, which she's included quite often with a lot of her lines, is a little disappointing to me. And I really do doubt that was Shimelle's idea. I would guess that came down to American Crafts and them saying what sells and what doesn't. And I understand that as a business. The other thing I don't like, okay, so we switched from these kinds of books, and I actually have the one that I pulled the pages out of where You do. That was one thing she said about moving to the sticker books, was that you lost a lot of space up there. And you do. You do lose quite a bit of space. So they switched to the folders. I'm going to set that one aside for a moment. They switched to the folders. This was the Glitter Girl one. You got to use the full card. And look, you did. The cards are the same size. So you get to use the full card. You don't lose that space. You can fit more on it. And you can, and what I really like, it sounds silly, but I like that I can rearrange these in the order that I choose, which makes you wonder why I only have 3 of them and there are 4 in the other. Then they did box of crayons, box of crayons. The folder was slightly bigger, which I thought was a great improvement, because then I wasn't, if I didn't get them in there perfectly, I wouldn't close it on the corner. But you got a full alphabet in there with a variety. You got a whole bunch of different sizes and shapes with box of crayons. And what I had hoped they would have done with this one is you got an entire alphabet. You got a whole alphabet folder. Now, I want you to look. Here, I'm going to set this aside. Look at the real estate difference. Like, nothing is on this handle part on any of the pages. Like, they're all blank. So this part you could cut off. All you are left with is essentially that cloud. That's a lot of space difference. If I put it on, hold on a second. Let me pull out one. There we go. If I put it on a page with these kinds of stickers, you lose out on a lot. So please don't hate me for saying that this is a product I am disappointed in. And it's not because of the designer. Like I said, I adore the designer. I take her classes. I save her Facebook Live videos. They tend to come on when I'm unable to watch because of my teaching schedule. But she's someone I admire a lot, and I'm disappointed that American Crafts went through and put out something like this. And the quality of it, okay, the pages are only adhesive on this little itty bitty bit. How big is that? I just want to measure. Let's see here. It's about 1.5 inches of adhesive. Okay, it's already fallen apart. I've had it since yesterday. Today is Thursday. It's Thanksgiving Day. This came in yesterday, Wednesday. So I have only flipped through it a couple times and it has already fallen apart. This is going to fall apart and I'm going to end up having to get a binder clip or something to clip it together. Again, disappointing. I don't want to leave on a bad note though. The collection overall is gorgeous. I love this. This has to be one of my favorites. It does not rank above Starshine, because that was collection that was just absolutely fabulously amazing in my mind. But this comes close. It really does. I love the variety of things. There's still classic Shimelle things, but they just, I don't know, they just feel so nice with them. And oh my gosh, these stickers. Like, I want more of them. I'm not even use them. I don't even have ideas yet on how I'm going to use them except for those starfish ones. American Crafts, please come out with these in foam. Plain foam, glitter foam. I don't care what kind of foam. Does not matter. Make them foam, white foam based, and put different colored tops on them, kind of like you do with the holographic ones with the pink bottom and the holo on the top. Oh my gosh, do that. Make them plain. Doesn't have to be holographic even. But come up with some foam ones, because I will buy those. I would buy any Fitzgerald you come out with, any color and thickers. I would buy this in any foam line of thickers. I would buy this font. It's tall, it's skinny, it's perfect for me. And American Crafts, if you're listening, bring back the 6x6 paper pad, and bring back the sticker books like this, the folders, not the shaped ones. Okay, just what I'm telling you. Say no American Crafts. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm completely off base. Let me know if you agree. I hope I was not too harsh in this. I want to be fair, but I want to be honest as well in my thoughts, especially for someone that is such a fan of Shimelle. She is the one designer I am guaranteed to buy something from her collection every single time, and usually it's quite a lot of it. I have a drawer of embellishments that's just my Shimelle embellishments, because I just think she's that amazing. She deserves a whole drawer all of her own. So please don't hate me. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think. Do you agree or disagree about the sticker book? What do you think of the thickers? What is your favorite embellishment? Like, I want more of these just so I can look at them when I'm having a bad day. And I definitely want to pick up another one of these because that's awesome. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Have a wonderful evening, day, morning, whatever time or whenever you're watching this. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.